Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
We begin by looking ahead to tonight at Madison Square Garden, where the Rangers take their Eastern Conference Final Series against the Florida Panthers. Back home with things knotted at 2 games apiece, puck drop is scheduled for 8 p.m. for this paramount Game 5. On the ice out west, Game 4 between the Stars and Oilers saw Edmonton pull away in the form of a 5-2 victory, effectively tying the series at 2 before it heads back to Dallas for tomorrow night's Game 5. In baseball, Luis Gil struck out 9 and won his 6th straight start, continuing a record run by Yankee starters. Alex Verdugo homered, and the Yanks bounced back with a 2-1 victory over the LA Angels. Anthony Volpe extended his hitting streak to 21 games with 2 hits, tying the longest run in the majors this season. He also scored. Gil, now 7-1 on the year, allowed 1 run on 2 hits in 8 innings, extending the starting staff's MLB record run to 16 straight games in which they've gone at least 5 innings and allowed 2 runs or fewer. Since May 12th, Yankee starters have gone 12-4 and allowed only 11 earned runs in 99 innings for a 1 ERA. Opposing teams have a 1.58 batting average. Up next for the Yanks is tonight's series finale against the Angels, with New York going with the lefty Carlos Rodon on the bump. First pitch from Anaheim is scheduled for 9:38. As for the Mets, they kept up their losing habits very convincingly last night in the form of a 10-3 loss. They capped off a sweep at the hands of the Dodgers. The most interesting thing to happen to the Mets all night was a Little League temper tantrum, courtesy of reliever Jorge Lopez, who, after being ejected for arguing, dropped the ball on the mound and walked off the field with his jersey untucked. As he approached the Mets dugout, he tossed his glove high over the protective netting, and it landed a couple of rows deep in the stands, where it was snagged by a fan. After the game, Lopez said he didn't regret the outburst and had some words for the Mets organization as a whole, and the Mets thereafter began the process of designating him for assignment. So,
what do you think you can get for that glove?
Not much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, for Jorge Lopez, maybe if it was an Edwin Diaz glove, I mean,
that'd be worth something.
Yeah, but not Jorge Lopez, Plus, okay. He's like public enemy number 1 if you're like a Mets fan. I would have, like, if I was like a real big Mets fan, I would have thrown it back on the field, right back at his face.
Right. That would have been funny.
Yeah, like get that out of here. What are you, 12 years old, throwing a temper tantrum like that?
Because of the circumstances, it's going to be worth.
Right, of course, because it's a story now.
That's right.
And what he said after the game, he said something along the lines of the Mets are the worst organization in baseball.
Oh, he did say that?
Something like that.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, yeah, and then, as they're writing up his designation for assignment.
That's great.
Where's my glove?
Yeah. I'm going to need my glove before I leave the clubhouse here.
Maybe he's right. Maybe they are the worst organization.
Well, I mean, they're certainly a long ways from being the best, I'll tell you that. No. Up next, for the worst team in baseball. Christian Scott gets the ball in tonight's opener of a 4-game set against the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch from Queens is scheduled for 7:10. Checking in on our Staten Island Ferry Hawks here as well. They dropped the second game of a 3-game series with 3-2 loss versus the Lancaster Stormers yesterday. Tonight, the Ferry Hawks look to get back on track in the finale of their series against the Stormers. First pitch from Staten Island is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. That's your Sports Know, and I'm Justin Ellick on 77 WABC.
With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.